Never say never, but I truly believe that Elon Musk and President Trump have reached a point where their relationship is irreparable. Check out what Trump said after replying to what Elon Musk said about the big beautiful bill yesterday, downplaying it once again, saying that Trump and the big beautiful bill are going to cause America to go completely bankrupt and destroy the entire country. This is what Trump had to say about it. It says Elon Musk knew long before he so strongly endorsed me for president that I was strongly against the EV mandate. It is ridiculous and was always a major part of my campaign. Electric cars are fine, but not everyone should be forced to own one. I can agree with that. Elon may get more subsidy than any other human being in history by far. And without subsidies, Elon would probably have to close up shop and head back home to South Africa. What? No more rocket launches, satellites, or electric car production, and our country would save a fortune. Perhaps we should have Doge take a good hard look at this. Big money to be saved. That is crazy. That is crazy. So we've reached a point where Trump is talking about sending Elon's ass back to Africa. Who would have ever thought the first person that we ever heard Trump say go back to Africa would be Elon Musk? Oh, that is the most ironic thing I've ever heard of in my life. The irony. Are you serious? Oh, he is an African American. Elon Musk is truly an African American. But damn, you can't kick Elon out of here, man. This is getting petty and it's getting a little bit classless. They could be doing all these talks behind closed doors. We need Tesla as America needs all of that revenue coming in. People love the vehicles. We need Elon Musk so we can stay ahead of China in the space race. I mean, come on now. Are we really going down to that level, Trump? Now, I rock with both of these guys, but if we are truly going to get $5 trillion additional during Trump's term in our deficit, then Elon might be right. Now, Elon has been saying this for a long time. He's known for a while that America was going to go bankrupt, essentially, even though we can't truly go bankrupt, but essentially, he's known that we were going to do this. He was talking about it last year. Check it out.
America is also going bankrupt extremely quickly. And nobody seems to, everyone seems to be sort of whistling past the graveyard on this one. You know, the Defense Department budget is a very big budget, okay? It's $1 trillion a year, DoD, Intel, it's $1 trillion. And interest payments on the national debt just exceeded the Defense Department budget. They're over $1 trillion a year, just in interest, and rising. We're adding $1 trillion to our debt, which our kids and grandkids are going to have to pay somehow every 3 months, and then soon it's going to be every 2 months, and then every month, and then the only thing we'll be able to pay is interest. And if this is, it's just it's just like a person at scale that has racked up too much credit card debt, and this does not have a good ending. And so we have to reduce the spending.
Question is Elon right about any of this, or is it all just speculation? Surely he has a bunch of inside information, and he's a genius, so looking over everything, I would assume that he knows what he's talking about, but of course CNN is saying otherwise. Check it out.
Why do you think Elon Musk is wrong about it?
Well, the big beautiful bill is not merely a good bill, it's a great bill. You take President Trump's campaign promises, think about it, deliver tax relief for working families, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, delivering tax relief for seniors. That benefits hardworking Americans all over this country. That's in the big beautiful bill. Increase in border security of $70 billion, a one-time increase to ensure that we have more detention center space, more ICE agents, a fully sealed border. The truth is that the illegal migrants that came into this country under President Biden, over 12 million, they're costing taxpayers about $150 billion a year.
But also CBO, speaking of money to taxpayers, says that this bill could increase it by like trillions. I mean, you have a number that's talking about if taxpayer money is an issue. Is that not a concern of yours?
Well, the interesting thing about the CVO survey, their forecast is that they don't take into account, one, the tariff revenue, which is going to be about $2 trillion over the next 10 years. Number two, they don't take into account...
If the tariff revenue stands,
sure,
right?
But
that's
just,
an if, but go ahead.
And there's a lot of ifs here.
Sure.
And the second one is If you secure the border and save taxpayers $150 billion a year, Trump has done that 99% reduction in border crossings since President Biden was thrown out of office. What ends up happening, Laura, is you save the taxpayer money in the process. The CBO has not put that in their model. And then finally, they assume that the Trump tax cuts, which everybody in D.C., Republican and Democrat, would tell you were going to continue, they assumed they would expire, and therefore their model does not accurately reflect that. The truth of the matter is the CBO is not a nonpartisan organization, Laura. 8 out of 10 employees who work there are registered Democrats. We should be skeptical of the forecast for that reason, but also for the substantive reasons I just laid out.
The Republicans also have touted the CBO over time. Is it not a good organization or good entity at all if it doesn't support what you're saying?
No, what the CBO did 20 years ago, 30 years ago under President Clinton or President Bush is very different than the highly polarized environment that exists today. I think both you and I can agree with that. The truth of the matter is when there's gaping holes in their models and forecasts when it comes to tariff revenue, when it comes to the actual net benefit of cutting out illegal labor and illegal immigration that actually saves the taxpayer money, the CBO model does not estimate that whatsoever. This is a good bill. It delivers on President Trump's promises, and it's a shame that because it doesn't have Elon Musk's electric vehicle subsidies that he would oppose it.
So who knows what will come out of all of this? It is getting bad. I mean, these guys need to make up and get back on the same team again. Things were great for about 3 months, and then that all went out of the window. Elon Musk made all of these crazy sacrifices, having his buildings and cars and businesses destroyed. He's getting all sorts of death threats. Public enemy number 2 after President Trump, essentially. And now it's like all of that has gone out the window. He also gave the Trump administration $250 million. Now, that should not mean you get to just tell the president what to do. Obviously, you're the one that chose to endorse him and give him that money. But man, this is a bad look. It hasn't even been a year. We've only been a half a year, and these guys didn't make it that far. And now they're going back and forth, and Trump is talking about sending Elon Musk back to Africa. Who would have thought a white man would have been the first person Trump told to take their ass back to Africa? My mind is blown. I just am at a loss for words. This is ridiculous. You guys drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is this repairable? Have we reached the point of no return? What is going to come out of this big, beautiful bill? Will there be anything worth it at all by the time that Congress finishes redacting things out of there? Who knows? But we'll see. Fingers crossed. Say your prayers. Do whatever we can to have some positive stuff come out of this bill. And hopefully Elon Musk and Trump can fix this relationship that they have, but it doesn't really look like that's going to happen. You guys are watching the Unexplained Outlook. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.